Hello Tauruses, welcome to your horoscope for January 2022. So hope you had a happy new year, and I'll start with the planets. So you've got on the 3rd of the month, we've got Mercury going into your 10th house. So this is going to be good for work, for your career, signing contracts as well, communicating with your career. We've got on the 15th of January, the Mercury going to go retrograde. So retrograde, that could be a time where things are not so good in signing contracts for work. Don't start anything new with the retrograde happens, and people from your past can actually come back to in your life. And it's going to be in retrograde in the middle of February. On the 25th of the month, you got Mars going into your 9th house. That can be good for can be good for travel. It can be good for doing any studying. It also can be good for any like higher learning, like psychic, spiritual learning. But it can also be frustration and arguments too. On the 29th of the month, Venus, the retrograde of Venus actually ends in your 9th house. So while Venus in retrograde can bring like old lovers back into your life. Money may not go correctly, and relationships, any new relationships may not also go correctly as well with that. When I look at the cards for you Tauruses, I can see that this month is going to be a month of, it's like you're sort of going around in circles, like you're going around and around in circles and you don't know, you're trying to get off into a new direction where, a new path. I also feel like there's a lot of like culling and like harvesting having to go on, so you might have to change up something in your life too. There's a bit of emotional pain that's going to be going on too this month for you, and I do feel like that's potentially with your friends that's could be coming up here with this card, the K starting out, which is the sign for Chiron. Also, the 3 in this card, the 3 setting out to me, so become something for the 3rd of the month, or could even be the 3rd week in January as well. And it's about moving on or looking at different ideas, and I do feel like that's to do with money, like finances, or could be in investments as well. When I look at your money and like investments, it's going to feel a bit like trapped, like you can't get what you want. You're trying to look at different investments or different things, but you're feeling a bit trapped. There's also could be some problems with money coming up for you this month too, Tauruses. When I look at your work and your earnings, I actually feel like your work and your career is actually going to be good this month. I do feel like it's blossoming. It's your career. You're heading in a direction that you wanted to go to as well. It's a very positive direction too, and you guys could be moving on or moving into a good direction, or even moving into a new direction there with work too. But there is definitely good movement and positive things that are happening with work and earnings. I also feel like to do with this also could be you or someone else with Leo energy. So if Leo could be around you, or someone who's like a Leo, so looking for someone who has a big heart, who likes family, but also has a bit of an ego about them. They're ruled by the sun, so they're about me. So I do feel like there's positive aspects there for you at work. I do feel like this Leo energy is there to help you with your work and your earnings this year, or the person who's like that. That friends with I feel like you may have to end some friendships this month. Some arguments could be happening with friendships, but at the same time I also feel like there could be relationships forming up through friendships as well. And I feel like you're going to be a bit proud. Again, there's like some Leo energy coming up there with friends too, but it's like proud or person push to shove. But I do feel like there could be some just some stress, some different things there, kind of having that with that friendship card. You might get some communication too from a friend you haven't heard of in a while too. When I look at intimate relationships, I do feel like, again, I feel like there's some messages, and I feel like it's with the friends card coming in, some communication coming in there, in terms of relationships, like romance and having like fun. I just feel there's a lot of secrets going on. There's like whispering going on, but you might hear something. It's communication that's coming back to you about someone. I also feel like with relationships, you're sort of feeling like you're wanting to, explore new things. People who are already in relationships, I feel like potentially the month will be going quite good. New relationships, probably not a good time to start one this month, but it's definitely but keeping your wits about you also with partners too. So let me look at your family here. Look here. Look, with family, I feel like there's a bit of like tiredness and you're just wanting some support there with family. I also feel like it's like you're tired of watching or standing by with obligations that you've had to do there with family. There's also like some self-reflection going on there. I feel like that's more with like sisters and brothers too. Some like a lot of self-reflection and trying to think of not regretting things as well. And we go to health. I feel like you might be keeping a secret about health, something about health this month too. It's like you're guarding something, you're guarding an issue, a health issue that's going on there. You've really got to keep things in balance this month with like diet and exercise, and like over the Christmas time we'll be eating a bit much, but I feel like there's sort of going to be a yin and yang, and it has to be like a compromise there too. And I also feel like there could be a change. Like I feel like you might be feeling a bit tired. Like I feel like with families there's definitely a tiredness there and worn out, but energy levels as if like could be quite down for this month too. Just see what else I can get for you, Tauruses. Let's see. Tauruses. This is a month where you're going to have to learn to pace yourself. Do things as they come. Try not to be too fast or try and to be too much of a hurry, for those mistakes you will make if you do that. It's a month where it is time for celebration in terms of your career, and you might find it hard to relax a bit, where you're finding mentally you're really draining and tired, where you're trying to really fight those internal battles that you're having within yourself, of confidence, of betrayal, of trying to get to where you want to go to. Things will look up soon enough, Tauruses. You worry too much about the things that are around you and what you can change and what you can't change. Try and change what you can, for the little things that you can change will make a bigger impact on you as the year goes by. We want you to be free, Tauruses. We want you to rise above the ashes and to once again be as comfortable and unique as you always have been. Also, I do feel like there could be there could also be an opportunity to go on a little trip to regenerate and to help you move into a more positive spirit for February as well. So thank you for liking, sharing and commenting my videos. I am doing my lives, weekly lives. I'm going to continue doing them this year as well. And if you like a reading, please contact me for my social media. Thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you for the horoscope for February. So bye for now.